Alright, so hello YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Wingspan Multiplayer Mashup. And joining me today is my good friend Jettstream. You've seen him on Terraforming Mars episodes before.
Yes, Jettstream here. Hello, hello.
Dana Black, also a regular on the Multiplayer Mashups.
Hi, guys.
And his lovely wife, Angela Black. A first-time newcomer to the multiplayer mashup series.
She's currently muted.
Angela.
First time, but hopefully not last time. Always nice to have more people to do things with.
Excellent. Winter Wolf had a family thing come up. Everything's fine, but he won't be joining us today as originally planned. But he is certainly he'll probably be around on a future one.
Yeah.
All right, I've invited everybody into the game. I don't know who player one is.
That would be me.
All right. Well, so yeah, 4-player standard issue game. Go ahead and pick your starting hand, starting birds.
Wait. It hasn't changed my
symbol. It'll
well,
change your symbol over once you take your first turn. I've noticed that from our practice game, that everyone gets the question marks until they take their first turn, and then it loads in your proper...
Oh, the thing, it sees me, but apparently it's still using the red deer.
Oh, then give me a second. Let me...
It just never gave me the option to actually change it.
Oh, unless it'll give you that option when you take your turn?
But worst case, I'm just gonna be the red deer.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not like it's game changing.
Nah.
And if I lose, I'll just blame it on that.
Exactly.
That's right, Jettstream.
Folks, post-commentary Pinstar here. I thought I'd give you a little bit of an insight into my thought process to approaching this starting hand, since I was busy with my commentary in bantering about with my fellow combatants. So as far as this hand goes, lots and lots of rats, and I was a little sad that I didn't have Rodentologist or Falconer among my bonus cards, to pick from. But I also knew that I could only pick one rat. Now, as far as what I'm being offered, both the Northern Harrier and the Peregrine Falcon are some of my favorites of the predator birds. The Peregrine Falcon because it's only 2 food and it's the best hunter in the game. And the Northern Harrier is only 1 food. Now, the problem with all that is that we have no forest birds, but that's where the song sparrow comes in. The song sparrow of all the migratory birds is my absolute favorite, especially when you get to play it early, because then you can use and abuse it. And watch this game. If you ever wanted to see how to properly use and abuse a migratory bird, this is the game for you. This will show you how to get the most out of them. So yeah, my choices of those 3 birds were set, and then the food to pay. Well, obviously we'd wanted a rat, and then part of that to pay for the sparrow as well. But we soon see that other cards come up. As far as the 2 different bonus cards that were offered, I went with the wheat one because our song sparrow technically counts for it. The other one I don't think would register for any of the 3 birds that we were taking. All right, let's see what we have here.
That actually reminds me, I saw 4 deer on the road on the way home.
It's an interesting group.
That was kind of nice. And a huge rabbit.
Man.
So I live in a small town that is deer adjacent. We routinely have, I think we've heard of about 30 of them that live within a half mile of our house, and routinely see 3, 4, 5 of them wandering through our lawn.
Yeah, I mean, the area I live in, we have a huge amount of deer living around, and I just saw 1 deer across the road, just at the end of where my lights was, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like it's alone, so I stopped, and 3 more just passed the road. It's those times that just make you appreciate nature, I guess.
I just took one of the birds that made me ultimately lose in our practice game, so I hope it does not betray me again this time.
Ultimately lose or just not ultimately win?
Well, not ultimately win. Well, second place is the first loser.
Yeah, I'm really not gonna play for the draws since I'm last place, the last starter.
For the record, we all did a practice game off camera, and Angela Black, who was our relatively new to the game, was the victor in that. So I got to fight my way back to it, and yeah, one of these birds betrayed me. You'll see which one it was.
It was a pretty close game, though.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
just hope it's repeatable.
Obviously a ringer.
I mean, we all agree the point of this game is just to make it so Pinstar doesn't win, right?
Seems reasonable.
I'd say that this isn't the type of game that lets you hose people, but there are certainly birds that can do some targeted hosing.
I mean, I know, but that's kind of still. It should still be a goal. You are supposedly the strategist.
That's true. That's true. I'd like to say I have some degree of competence with this game. But I've also seen some legendarily good hands and legendarily bad hands.
Yeah, I mean, my start last time was really just lackluster most of the game, and I was just lucky with the last round.
I'd rate my starting hand here. I'd say I'd give it a B. There are a heck of a lot of better things that I could get, but there are also a heck of a lot worse.
I actually went over my play order in the test game, and realized that if I had played the cards that I had in another order and done things in another order, I could have not beaten Angela, but tied with her. It's just that I just like to analyze stuff like that afterwards. I know it won't change anything, but it's just nice to analyze.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
I did the same thing. You were only 11 points out of first. It was an incredibly tight game.
Oh, absolutely.
The thing is, I could have stolen, if I had played it right, the last victory point for the last round 4 points. I could have stolen the first place from that and taken the points from Angela and actually gotten a tie with her for it.
I did the same thing. I looked over the game, and my misplay was at the beginning of the final round. There is a bird in the face-up wetlands that I should have bought and then played, because that would have given me enough points from the bird plus extra egg space to where I could have continuously laid eggs for the rest of the round and actually kept getting points. Because my problem was on the final turn, I had like 2 open egg slots left, and I wasted most of my final turn, and I was a couple points short.
This might actually be a very strong start.
I got offered a handful of first turn cards, which is nice to have, but I kind of would like to have something to play after.
Well, true, but I mean, hey, getting first turn tempo cards in your opening hand, that's when they're their strongest.
That's true.
You don't want to be like, start of the last round, you draw play this bird for 1 point and get, draw 2 cards. That's exactly what I don't want.
By the way, I had started to pull up your stream. I was like, I know, I'll add to your viewership. And I realized, wait a minute. Then I was hit the subject. So I am not stream sniping you.
I appreciate it.
Well, if I was streaming, I could stream snipe myself.
Okay.
I mean, if 2 people play a game against each other and they stream it, both of them, and they stream snipe each other, is it technically stream sniping? Because they're doing it at the same pace, you know?
It's equitable cheating.
Yes.
Yeah. It's cheating at the same level. Which is just, I guess, technically acceptable.
The song sparrow is so much stronger when it migrates onto a habitat that already has at least one bird. And being that I had no forest birds to anchor my forest thing, that Eurasian nuthatch was clutch and definitely worth taking a naked wetlands action to snap up. It also fit into my wheat bonus goal too.
I had to grab that chipping sparrow. That's I know people don't think a whole lot of it, but I really like it.
Oh no, it is an absolute beast
Yeah,
of a card. Even though it seems rather humble, I would not classify that as a misplay. I would have grabbed it too.
Same here. But I didn't want to actually go for it because I'm lost. But I did actually have a very cheap and strong start choice of birds.
Yeah, you don't need to slum it in the taking naked wetlands action if you have a perfect starting hand. You can just play the birds you were dealt.
It's not perfect, but I think you will agree it is strong.
Mm-hmm. Well, we shall see. Now, what I'm wondering is what is Angela? She's being rather quiet. What kind of starting hand is she going to bust out like Killdeer Raven and just steamroll us?
Oh, it's just only 8-point birds all the way through, and 15 of them.
Well, see, that's
that's exactly what I'm going to do.
8-point birds in your opening hand are generally bad because they either do nothing or they're really expensive to play. I want the 0 and 1 point birds in my opening hand. Give me the 8-pointers at the end. Give me the turkey and the bald eagle at the end of the game.
I did do a bold choice with one of the birds I took, but that's only because I didn't want extra food. Because I got, as I said, very cheap birds.
I noticed Angela started with 4 birds in her opening hand, so that's got me mildly nervous.
I wonder if she's got one of the eagles that you can feed cards to.
I have some great cards, so
Oh boy.
yeah, I am excited about playing it. I can play 2 birds this round.
I was
Oh,
just
you got a
about to ask
vulture.
a question that would probably be very inappropriate because it also is a bird that enables a lot of jokes, Ben.
Oh, who's going to be the first person to play the Great Tit?
No, I was just saying, did you
I know
also
that's your
get
favorite one.
some great text?
It's
I was
actually
like,
not my
that's-
favorite because it's a 3-food forest bird, and while
I-
yes, it is a good cornerstone to a food engine, it's a little expensive to get started.
It's just meant for the jokes.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, for the jokes, absolutely S tier.
Yeah, my first duck was a ruddy duck.
Ruddy Duck turn 1, absolutely good play there. I'm just seeing what everybody else threw down here.
It's a good and cheap one, but Okay, someone started with. Okay, the first round is actually pretty interesting. Food costs of flayed birds.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
That can be interesting.
I usually try to open up with very cheap birds in the first rounds. So yeah.
Yeah, food cost of played birds. This is basically an efficiency test. How efficiently can you gain food and then play birds that matches that food in the first round, which is when nobody has an abundance of food, nobody has a forest engine built up yet. I kind of like this card in the first round just because it's like a real test of your planning and also a little bit of luck depending on what's on the bird feeder.
Okay, I'm still freezing from my drive home. It got really cold, and it was like an hour, 10 minutes on a scooter. It's and I'm still shivering and been home for 1.5 hours.
I am trying to play a bird. There we go. I just have a little trouble. There we go. There. Okay. I'm good.
Was a bird with issues, apparently.
Apparently.
What is the turkey vulture?
It is the turkey vulture.
Ha!
How did you
Called
guess?
it! Well, you said it's a troublesome bird. It's like, it's like this bird likes to projectile vomit, and then you play and it just starts hissing at you. And I'm like, that's a wonderfully amicable bird.
And
The puking,
here's
hissing bird.
This is my second bird. The mountain chickadee.
And that's, oh man, and yeah, round 1 chickadee, round 1 ruddy duck. You've got a good start, Jettstream.
It did feel really strong.
Does somebody need a mouse? I'm sure somebody needs a mouse from the bird
I mean,
feeder.
if you're giving it for free, sure.
Let's see.
I have an upright mouse.
So, the tree swallow, that's kind of a big thing to swallow, huh?
Eurasian nuthatch.
I mean, I might go after a mouse in a future turn.
Nesting sites.
I just had a bird today.
Oh.
I might actually go after... Nah, you guys are probably gonna take it anyway. I would like the tree swallow.
Well, let me take a look.
It's a good early one.
Yeah. I mean, it plays well with the ruddy duck, too.
Mm-hmm. Get you.
I like getting things like that and taking a card I don't want just so I can immediately tuck it when I activate the power.
That's the trick. You don't go for the thing that you want yeah.
Free point whenever I take a wetlands action? Okay.
Yep. And it also lets you draw in the deck a little bit more bravely because, like, say you blind draw the deck and you get something way better than any of the 3 face-ups. Now you just say, okay, then I'll just pitch something else and hold on to this thing.
Yeah, I mean, and the ruddy duck just works well on growing your hand.
Oh yeah,
on addition,
Ruddy
so you have
duck
more
early
stuff.
is perfect.
I feel it works very well with the tree swallow too, because it's just value.
You guys changed what I was going to do,
Uh-oh.
but I didn't take that card that you wanted.
I'm gonna take the tree swallow.
Nice nuthatch you got there, Pinstar. Be ashamed if something happened to it.
That was one of the ones that I ninja'd from the face-ups.
That little bittern, actually, it sounds interesting.
Little
Gain
Bittern's
1
pretty good.
It's weird though.
It's really
Not gonna go for it.
situational, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little weaker than some of the other birds. It's essentially draw an extra card, but only if it's face up and only if it can live in the grasslands. But I mean, it's it's fairly common to have those as the face up. So
No, I don't want you. But that was a very, very good draw round I had.
ooh, now there's a good one.
Now I know what I'm digging for. Only thing I don't like about the chickadee is that the cached wheat I can't use.
That's true. But it's free points. You don't even have to worry about getting lucky with, is there wheat on the bird feeder or not, like some
Yeah.
birds.
I would just wish I could use it because I'm a weedy boy.
Yeah, no, it's good early game tempo. I will give you that.
But then again, it's also it very early starts just becoming a point powerhouse, which is good enough in itself.
Okay, drawn birds, and what did you? Everyone's drawn birds. What did you draw? You drew the blackbird. Yep. I figured that wouldn't last long.
Yeah, I took the tree swallow. I want to swallow a tree.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was a good idea to take it, but it was the best action I had at the moment.
Grabbing the rat here because since I could only start the game with one rat and I have 3 rats worth of food demanding birds in my hand, we might as well get them. Also, I was going to grab the blackbird, but I think Dana grabbed that before me. So despite Jettstream going after the tree swallow, I had no interest in that. I wanted that blackbird. That can generate you 2 victory points per turn with the tuck and lay action as long as you have the spare cards to pitch to it. And since you played in the wetlands, you always will have the spare cards to pitch to it. So it's the stronger of the 2 birds, in my opinion. But I missed out on it, but not for long.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, somebody did take food
That was me.
from the bird feeder. Thank you. Didn't look like this before.
It's his second rat.
Oh. I need.
I have a feeling I have Brutus in my hand once again.
Oops.
So it's gonna stab you.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, it stabs a lot of things. It's a very, very stabby bird.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. Well, that makes it easier for me.
The question becomes order of operations. Got 4 turns left.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I play that down here.
So, you know our first goal is food cost of the played birds.
Correct.
And so, I have a bird that counts double toward the end of round goal, if it qualifies.
I think that counts. That'll count double its food. I saw a post on the Discord for Wingspan that there's like this, all these different cases of when that bird does and does not double. Like, I think one of the weird cases where it doesn't double its effect is eggs in nest. Like, if it has, like, the third goal, eggs in bowl nest. If you have a point doubling bird that has a bowl nest, it will not double the eggs for some reason.
Okay.
But it does double it for, like, the birds with platform nests with eggs. That one would be doubled if it was a platform nest bird. So there's like a whole bunch of rulings as to when that bird does and doesn't count. The game tracks it automatically, but there have been times where I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't that thing supposed to give me double points? I mean, it's more often it does than does not, but there's just a few edge cases where it doesn't.
Good to know.
Let me see what bird you're referring to.
Steady warbler.
You haven't played it yet. I'll take a look when you play it.
Interesting bird feeder reroll.
I mean, I really should do that. But then I have nothing down here. Could split them, but then...
Don't we have any predators? I need something from the bird feeder.
I reset the bird feeder.
Oh, you did? Interesting.
Yeah, nothing good on it now.
Excellent. I got a chickadee.
Let's see.
Why do you need to check me?
Ooh, that actually works out nicely.
I mean, if you guys are heavily drawing from the bird feeder, which you probably are, because you're probably all out of food mostly, that might benefit. No, you guys are not out of food. It's just me then.
Well, I just took 2.
Yeah, I need a heavier forest.
That.
Damn, there's a lot of cavity nest birds down right now.
There is.
Yeah,
Fortunately, that's not one of the
That's
goals.
I drew a handful of cavity nests.
I mean, it's sometimes really good when you can get a big combo birds of the nest types. One of my favorite new European birds is that duck that lays an egg for every other cavity nest you have. You can just easily get four eggs for free every round from that, as long as you know how to spend them properly from the duck.
That felt like a lackluster action I just did, but I had to.
Where to play these? You know what? I'm gonna play it there.
Peregrine falcon.
You're welcome.
Diving to attack. A peregrine
Is that for
falcon
me?
can reach
That's for
speeds
you.
up to 200
It's the same. It's the same bird that betrayed me to you last game. The same exact bird. The dang magpie of yours.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think this is a turkey vulture, but it's same idea.
Different bird on your side, but still, the betrayal is real. But I can't not play it because it's too good for me.
Okay,
Oh, it's
now,
fantastic.
it is. I'm not seeing where I think I should see it. So I'm going to. It's not telling me yet that I can.
Oh, you don't get the food automatically. You get the food every time my bird succeeds in a hunt. But the peregrine falcon is one of the best hunters in the game. So pretty much you'll get a free food every time I activate it.
Well,
in our practice game, of the 6 times I activated it, it only whiffed once. So it's a pretty consistent hunter, but that also means a consistent supply of food for you.
I was thinking that maybe you're going to give it to me now, but future benefits also makes me happy.
Well, that's part of my plan, because food in the early game is so much more valuable than food later game. So if I delay the peppering of free food your way, then I can sort of tone down how much benefit I give to you.
Hey now, why be that way?
I feel like I'm taking low value actions right now, but they're just too necessary. Oh well.
Hey, we do what we have to do.
Yep.
And you're picking up food every time you're picking up a point every time you take a food action anyway.
Yeah, that is true. It's just I've been looking for a specific type of food in the bird feeder that hasn't been there for a while. Which means I had to change my plans.
Well, I mean, your chickadee is worth 2 points base, and he's already got 3 food on him.
Yeah, I mean, it is 5, so yeah. I'm not saying it's the worst, I just say I wish there were a little bit more value.
Clutches of eggs.
I know, I'm being picky and demanding.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
I need to have more. Okay, so if I do that, I want all my cards. which is my problem. But I need 2 good. So I don't want to take 2 turns to do it. But if I took 1 turn to get more cards, then I wouldn't have enough time to play the cards. So, you know. I guess I'm going to have to say goodbye to one of my cards. They're identical, actually. But
Who's the more popular twin?
Me.
okay, well, you know,
But
sometimes
also
you just
me.
have to do it. Okay. I'm going to gain food. And
Are you guys at least remembering how many turns are left in a round?
Yeah, well, it's the little
Yes.
Q button out there, so we know we
I
got
know.
one
It's
more.
just last time, a few times it came out of nowhere for you.
Yeah, it can tunnel vision. You know, even I will sometimes get caught off. I mean, there's a couple of times in videos where like, wait, we're doing end of round goals? Crap. Because I was just tunneling on what I was doing.
Yeah.
Even though I know exactly where the UI element is that tells me exactly that.
I just always want to do it 1 or 2 or 3 more moves.
Yep.
It would always be that way.
I mean, I'd be peachy if round 1 had 1 more turn into it. But I think given the 1 more turn we have left now, I have a good game plan. I am happy with my course of action.
I'm happy enough. And that's really all you need in life, to be happy enough.
Yeah.
That's one thing about the last turn of a round is that it narrows down your choices.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Very
thank
true.
goodness.
Unless you've been planning for your last turn from the beginning.
You still only have 1 move.
I'm
It's
a
a
huge
sequence.
planner. I like to plan out every move like 5 steps in advance, just so I don't get, sidewinded.
Yeah, it is really good to plan your stuff in advance.
Ooh, this works. This
Yeah.
works.
I have just hit the end of all my plans. I have no plan from this point forward. I'm happy with my board, though.
What does Dana have? Chipping Sparrow, of course. Oh yeah, you're good. Wow.
3-way
Hey.
tie.
3-way tie, 1 point.
Yeah, that my goal was to just look at your food costs.
Oh, I get to
and
go
just
first.
come in from the side before you thought you were safe.
All right. As much as I'd love to do that, I gotta do this.
It did require me to play a ability-wise dead bird, but in the end it's pretty good, I think. It was a warbler.
You're welcome. It begins.
Some. Okay, so I need. I guess I'll take that then.
A worm or a different worm?
I mean, I could re-roll, but
Take the rat!
Okay.
Take the
I'll
rat!
take.
No, the rat! Guess
Okay,
I'll have to take
so-
it now.
I'm going to. I'm going to. Well, let's see. What new birds came out?
All of them.
Okay.
Some nesty birds.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to. I am going to lay eggs. So, here we go.
So is it just me, or does the hooded merganser, is that able to repeat the when played ability of the eagle?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a repeat one predator power. I mean, you know what? I've never actually seen that combination. Because, like, the Merganser came out in the base set, and in the base set, all of the predator powers are brown powers. It wasn't until the European expansion that they introduced when played predator powers.
I mean, it could be interesting to investigate if it's possible.
I submit that you could, and it doesn't matter, because it would allow you to replace every rat in the hooded Merganser's cost, which, since it has none, there are none to replace.
True, but on the other hand, you could, if you were repeating it, even though you forget cost aside, because you've already played the Merganser, it could allow you to offer up to 3 cards and tuck them behind the Merganser in the same way that the cards that you use for food for the eagle get tucked behind the eagle.
Perfect.
So I don't actually know if it would work that way or not. I've never played that combo before.
Well,
actually, you might be able to tuck additional cards behind the behind the eagle.
That's true.
Because if you repeat a brown power of a card that says add 1 egg to this bird, you add to the one that's
repeating, not to the repeater. That's correct. So yeah, but I mean, it really doesn't really matter where the cards are tucked. But getting 6 tucks on an eagle is pretty darn good.
To me, it's just an interesting thought experiment. Because playing a lot of Magic the Gathering, I know that sometimes when new sets come out, the entire meta of how you do things changes completely sometimes. And it's just, you just need to basically relearn the basics of the game. The mourning dove is not a bad bird. It's a bad bird.
That mourning dove is awesome. What are you talking about?
That's what I meant. It's not bad, it's bad. You know, the way where bad is good.
Oh.
Thank you.
On my way.
There we go.
I would draw it, but it's probably not there when it's me, and I don't want to take a green wetlands turn.
You guys let them sitting outside. Come on.
Not yet. It is still there, though. No. Down with the tree swallow. Nope, I'm playing the tree swallow.
You know how much the tree? You know how much the tree swallow costs? About tree.
I will have to. That's so bad. Dana had to step away for a second.
That's fine.
Joke is so Pinstar. That joke is so bad I can't even swallow. That was a double pun because you can't even a tree.
No. My Alexa show keeps on suggesting questions that I might ask for jokes, like, why did the turtle cross the road? We don't know because it hasn't arrived yet. Or, just different bad jokes like that. Why did Dad feel like he had to buy the boat? Well, it had a sail. Or there was a sail.
I do know a lot of jokes, but it takes a lot to actually translate them, so I'm just not gonna. They also lose some of their fun when you translate them.
I mean, there's some culture-specific jokes that just, like, you say the joke in one culture and it's, like, freaking hilarious. And then you say the exact same joke translated perfectly into the other language and they're like, I don't get it. And it's more of a cultural thing, not a language barrier thing.
It's also sometimes just a rhyme kind of thing.
Yeah,
and it just doesn't work in a translation because then it doesn't rhyme anymore.
Yep.
No, the ones that I meant is just they take a decent amount of setup. And they can be kind of long-winded. But the punchline is like a very short, like 4-word sentence sometimes. They are good, but
Yellow-headed blackbird. These
they just take some setup.
Especially in winter.
The snow bunting.
I know, I was looking at that.
Though I don't know how much tucking the other people are gonna do.
Yeah.
But it's 5 points. And it is cheap as chips to play.
I am playing a bird.
Vertebrae chips. To be specific.
And yes, that's what I'm playing.
Chips.
I had chips for lunch today. For the first time in over a month.
Choose over.
Chips as being in the British version of chips.
Right, with fish.
No, not no fish, just chips. So, French fries.
Bird power. What's a bird power?
So basically, the text of any bird is the bird power.
Okay, it says the bird counter is birds with a bird power. It's a bonus card.
Oh, that is that. You see how the one card. See how the eagle has has like a skull and crossbones. Some cards have a little flying bird there instead of that for that power.
Yeah, that's a tuck power.
Oh, okay.
Like if you look at my thing, the yellow-headed blackbird that I play has one of those symbols because it intrinsically lets you tuck cards to it.
Okay. Well, that was very helpful. And it's not very many of them. 15%, it says.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it?
The snow bunting.
Yes.
Yes, I needed to blend it in there.
And now my eagle, once you play that thing, my peregrine falcon will betray me to 2 different of my opponents. Why do I keep playing this bird?
Just don't ever collect eggs. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Who needs eggs anyway?
I suppose you could just choose not to hunt when you collect eggs.
That's true. But then that's just a waste, and that feels bad, man.
I'm not really sure what bird we're talking about with that.
The snow bunting that you just picked up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because of tucking.
Yeah, and if I successfully hunt, that lets me tuck a card, which activates your snow bunting and Angela's vulture. And
You should totally not play that snow bunting ever.
Oh, well, your blackbird will also feed me, I guess.
that's also true. Yeah, I mean, there's no real getting away from that.
I mean, I actually half and half took it for, the potential points, and so people wouldn't get it to benefit from my talking.
Proactive.
It was
Northern
half a hate
Harriers
pick
fly
and
low
half
over
a,
marshes and
value
grasslands,
pick.
seeking prey.
Actually, fully a value pick, because a hate pick is also a value if you can use it.
Mommy, there's a bug. I found a bug. I saw a bug. I'm going to catch it in here, okay? I'm going to try to catch it.
Can you add it to my supply? I need bugs.
Tell her to not knock it too much.
Okay, I am choosing. Okay, choosing. Okay, there. Ooh. Sorry. Yep.
Okay. I need to get that in play as quick-like as possible. Like, that's not gonna
Gotta
happen
pay
this
attention to
round.
what everyone else is doing.
Though this one, yeah, I need that. Okay.
Huh.
Okay, you can
Interesting.
go down there then. Okay. I need you. And
It's really interesting. Keep on
Mouse
getting
and Chickadee is now worth 7 points.
Alright. Let's do it. Ooh. Interesting. Now. Tempting, but no. Some of the hardest birds to play are ones that require 3 of the same food, and even worse if it's 3 berries, 3 rats, or 3 fish, because those are the harder food types to acquire. So even though the great horned owl is equal to that of the peregrine falcon in terms of its hunting ability, and worth quite a bit more base points. I mean, it is a bomb of a bird. Getting 3 rats, even with a slightly developed forest, is a bit of a tricky proposition, and would have probably slowed me down too much trying to acquire that, unless I got really lucky in the bird feeder. You're welcome. And this time it wasn't even my falcon. I have 2 of these damn things.
Well, you just made things a whole lot simpler for me, so I
Dang
appreciate
it.
that. Plus, I needed one of those.
Okay.
What is you?
I should have done something different, though.
That is a very, very fishy bird feeder.
I was about to say, like someone just overturned the bucket on that thing.
Yeah, that's what I did wrong. Is I should have re-rolled instead.
I mean, I do like me a good fish, but there's sometimes it's just too much. Such a thing is too much.
Well,
I do have a plan, but it's a long-winded one.
Sometimes those are the best plans.
okay.
Best laid plans, just like X.
Yeah.
Though I do not feel in a as bad as spot as I did last time. I don't feel like I have to struggle.
Yeah.
If that makes
That's.
any
I mean,
sense.
it's good to feel like if you're stabilized food-wise and bird-wise, like you can make forward progress. It might not necessarily be the most breakneck of forward progress, but just being able to make forward progress and not take
Though-
naked actions feels good. I agree.
I do usually, funny enough, play better when I'm in a pinch.
Sometimes the adrenaline helps. I agree.
I think
Yeah.
it's because I need to plan so much more that I can't just be laid back about it.
Mhm.
So I just have to just double up on everything. That might be it. No one really likes to play with the bird feeder.
Well, it's so unpredictable.
But I needed to re-roll.
Well, Be the change that you want in the world.
Yeah, but I don't like it. At least I got what I want. Not all I wanted, but what I wanted. Overall.
In our practice game, I started with 2 cards that required 3 wheat each, and I spent the whole game hoping the bird feeder would roll wheat.
Yeah, that's that can be a little bit tricky.
Yeah. I try my best to not be completely dependent on stuff like that. I will say this is my first game after our test play, though, because I like playing blind.
Alright, yeah, I think that's the correct answer. And that's the correct answer. And you're welcome. Again.
Now, I get to decide, because that just changed everything. So, not that.
You're gonna get like 140 points.
I have
Compliments
to
of the
say,
Falcon.
it is so much fun. Like, it's just, this is making it so much fun. I just appreciate how, yeah, Okay,
I'll
so
give you my PayPal info later. You can slip me the 20 when we're done here.
Hey, Pinstar, you should totally get that Mergensurge so that you can they can hang out with the Harrier.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, luckily it only gets to activate once. So even if I like go crazy with the predator powers, they only get one scrap of food. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't eyeing that. But
Oh, the
there's
Dark
also
Eye
just one.
Junko was not bad at all.
If you're eyeing it, the time to grab it might be now.
Well, I was about to say.
I mean, I am eyeing it, but I don't think I am gonna want to take it because I have better plays to do.
Okay.
I mean, I have to take it within the next 2 turns, or it's gone forever.
That is true.
I'm going to change that. There we go.
God.
Click on a bird.
Considering I'm playing to win, I should probably play things. I mean, some players don't play to win. I'm not saying in
true.
review, just overall in life. There we go.
I used to be that way, but then I joined this group of people who said exactly what Pinstar said. You know, the person who comes in second is the first loser.
That's right.
Yep.
And then that converted me to being a lot more competitive.
We do actually have a saying in my family. It's probably not only in my family, but we play to have fun, but we have more fun when we win.
That's true. That is absolutely
that.
true. I can get behind that.
My family is very competitive when it comes to board games and card games. Maybe I should ask my siblings if they want to play some board games sometime soon. That doesn't matter. I get to play some board games next weekend anyway.
Fade of the Black. I see what you said.
I just got some eggs.
That sounds excellent.
What's wrong with eggs?
Nothing wrong with eggs.
You are wrong with eggs.
You're welcome again.
So, okay, what do I want this time? Woo! Okay, what are my choices? Oh, with the way you're going, I might actually...
What, abandon the forest? Just depend on me for all of your food income?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it works, right?
That's true.
Well, I have an eagle that needs some rats.
You gonna feagle the eagle?
Absolutely.
I didn't even notice that somebody had solved the fish problem.
Oh, that's been solved for a while.
No, yeah.
Oh, and you're welcome,
Who are you saying you're welcome to now?
Jettstream.
Everybody who's not me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you'll play like a cuckoo and start getting free eggs off of my lay eggs actions or something.
I want one
everybody
of those.
will benefit.
I'm not cuckoo for the cuckoo. Don't worry.
Yeah, but you got that bunting.
Yes. I'm punting for the bunting.
Yep.
And all the other dumb and bad puns. Though, what do I want to do on my last turn this round? I mean, I could reach around. Yeah, I definitely have to go for that. Yeah, I definitely have to. Well, that just makes it
Do
easy.
I want another one of these? Do I want? Oh, yes, I do. If I discard, oops, I discard this, I get, I'm not sure what happens with this bird, which is why I'm double checking.
Is it one of the birds that
From
allows...
supply. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was from supply. And it is from supply. So, got...
Okay, I know what I want to do before the game ends. Question is, can I do it?
Before the game ends or the round ends?
No, the game ends.
Oh.
I think I'm actually about where I want to be with the rest of my habitat, depending on what, birds I get access to.
He wants to play a total of 15 eggs. Or 15 birds, I mean.
And
I mean, that is
500
one of the
eggs.
achievements. Actually, there's an achievement for playing 15 birds, and then there's an achievement for playing 16, because there are birds that replace already played birds, and that counts as as your 16th. I've gotten neither of those achievements. You need to have a pretty aggressive food and card engine for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it would be a winning strategy. I think you'd have to play a game for the achievement.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots more birds that let you play a bird actions for free under certain conditions. So if you had a bunch of those birds firing, and you have the cards and the food and the eggs to pay for all of them, then yeah, I mean, because if you build up 50 plus points in just raw bird points, like never mind the tucked cards and the eggs and this and that and the gulls and whatnot, if you just have like a ton of 8, 7, 8, 9 point birds on your field, that's going to be kind of hard to compete against.
No eggs, no nothing, just birds.
All birds, all days.
Yep.
Just a
bunch
Another
of...
three-way tie.
a high value menagerie.
Tch. At least we got 2 points this time.
Yeah, I had hoped to at least get the third place one, but yeah, it's okay. I'm okay with you guys tying, because that's only 2 more points over me. Could be way worse.
Interesting.
Oh, is that why you complained about me laying eggs?
Me?
No, Angela.
Ah,
Heh.
I don't know.
oh, I thought I had
can-
made a mistake. I didn't. Phew.
Mm. You know, I still like this bird. So I shall take one. Take one. Oh, I'm trying to take one. Yeah. Take a bird. Take a bird. No, I'm trying to take a bird. Take a card. Take a card. There we go.
Pick a card, any card.
There's a card.
Now I'm watching to see which ones you took.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling I know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you were correct.
Yep, it's the one I was thinking you took.
Oh, it's a really great card.
Yes, it is. Hey, maybe I can actually benefit from one of my opponent's actions.
Hey, I gave you stuff last time.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Guess I'm taking this.
That's an interesting one.
Crap. The crab is basically like the ruddy duck, but with another diet.
Yeah,
And less nest space.
that's true. No, not really liking that, but maybe it would make sense. Kinda need this, but it's a really slow tempo.
I think I know what my goal should be for the rest of this round, but I'm not.
Yeah, I know it's getting pitched. Yeah, that would give too much benefit to everyone. I'm taking that.
Which one?
The Tauhi,
Ah,
You're welcome!
you hate picker.
okay. Let's
Isn't there supposed to come a third card in the draw bird cards?
fish. What a
Because I'm only seeing two.
I grabbed
There
one
will
from
be a
the
third
deck.
one. We're waiting for her to resolve.
I just did.
Sorry, we're waiting for Pinstar's turn to end, and then it will refresh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't get to, if I take more draw card actions, I don't get to see new face-up cards until the end of my turn.
Let's talk that. Well, that's another discarder.
Okay, I was going to do something. I know what I'm going to.
Is that Orioli? Is it just me, or is it not really good? Other than the points, of course, but other than that, it's...
I mean, it's a 9-point bird with a star nest. That by itself is pretty darn powerful.
I was just thinking of price to ability.
Well, I think the Oriole is better played later game because, one, food is less valuable. Two, giving your opponent's food is less impactful in the later game. So it's a pretty good bird to have if you have the food to play it.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's a big if in terms of getting the berries, because berries are tricky to grab.
To grab.
To grab, yeah.
I mean, berries are not hard to get if that one is in play. For
Oh
anyone.
yeah, then it's berries for days. The other thing is a lot of, unless you're playing birds that need the berries are not actually very useful in terms of like other activated abilities. Like there's
No,
no birds that feed it a berry and tuck 2 cards like there is with worms and wheat. So it's probably the least harmful food to give to your opponents.
Yeah.
Unless they like specifically need it for something in their hand.
Okay. There. And played. Play a card. Tuck the card. Okay. Second bird. Okay. I got my eagle out. Thank you, Pinstar.
You're welcome.
Okay, what do I want to do? I think I just have to do this. Yeah, I do. Not at all what I wanted. Actually, maybe. Maybe that could be my saving grace later. Okay, that's a tugger. That could also be a saving grace. See, that's what I'm looking for. Now you're giving me all the things I want in my life. That's good. So what do I not want?
Interesting. I'm just quietly spying on everybody's habitats. Don't mind me.
Oh, I do that continuously.
I don't do it too much, mostly just because it won't really change anything for me, other than stress me out.
I want to.
Oh, can I do this round? No.
I should have done
Exactly the same thing. And okay. 5 4 actions. And I'm thinking that's exciting.
That's a tempting one.
I need. Oh. Okay.
Hey, Ziffy Wings!
I want that, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get that. Oh well. I think I'm done drawing cards for this game.
Really? More for the rest of us.
Indeed, indeed.
Because I kind of want to play all the cards in my hand, but considering we only have 9 rounds left.
Yeah, there's the clock is ticking.
Yep.
I really would like.
Actually,
Okay,
let's
fine.
take all of them.
I choose.
I don't want you anyway.
Alright.
Hey guys, Zeffy Wings says hi.
Hi, Zeffy.
Say hi back.
We got Jettstream, Dana Black, and Mrs. Black, Angela Black, Dr. Black, if you will.
Yeah.
AB.
I'm always tempted to say your name as if you were like a 90s like cartoon supervillain, Dr. Black. Mwah.
I see.
I don't know what when you say Dr. Black or Dr. Angelo Black, I just think about Dr. Angelo. I can't remember which movie it is from, but
If she were a truly evil genius, she would have allowed me to give our daughter the middle name The.
Ha!
I was vetoed.
Yeah, for those of you in the chat who may have come in late, the VOD for this game will be on my channel, probably on Saturday, tomorrow.
yeah, it will also, because I'm also recording.
Oh
it, so
yes,
if you want to watch
Jettstream.
my point of view, you can also watch it on my channel, Jettstream, most likely also tomorrow. I would say you should probably watch both of them. All of you.
Absolutely. In fact, let me drop a link in the chat for those of you who have not subbed to Jettstream. There's his channel linked in the chat.
Daily uploads, even in the weekend.
That's better than I can say.
I don't have a day job.
Well, that's true. That is true.
I actually struggle to not record more than one episode for per day.
Oh, Zephy, you can absolutely get in. You would be more than welcome to join us in a future game.
Yeah. Spots are not 100% locked down.
Exactly. It's based on availability and what have you. All right. Now I need to make some
Hard decisions.
Yep. There she goes with more of her bonus cards. Talking about Dr. Black.
Uh-huh. Those.
I was considering more bonus cards, but I don't know.
I only have 3 so far.
That's still 3 times what most of us have.
Yes, indeed. All right, let me just check this.
And I'm still trying to fulfill mine.
Same. No,
Alright,
I
we'll do
shouldn't
that.
be too far off.
Do I? Yes, I do. Okay. Do I want to move it down?
I was kind of gifted with starting with a hand with 3 birds that fulfill my bonus card.
That doesn't seem right.
I know, I don't seem right. I can take it. Or can I? Well.
Do that. And grab that.
If you can't have a little funk in your life, life will be less funky.
Indeed.
Won't you take me to Funky Town?
Heh!
Depends. Are you paying?
Oh, I'll pay.
Heh.
Oh, the game knows what I want. It's so nice when it knows what I want.
Hey, Pinstar, I could really use a couple of those,
No!
The game knows what I want too, but it hates me.
No soup for you! Or no leftover bird carcass for you.
No souffle for you.
I'm trying to limit the amount of freebies I hand you. Gotta do something to deflate your tempo. Otherwise, you're just gonna steamroll us with like 1 billion bonus card points and high-value birds.
I think that you're going to get this one, the end of ground, but maybe not.
Well, I'm certainly trying for it. Alright, let's see here. Alright, my plan is intact. Now, where do we spend this? one up here? I do.
Hooded merganser.
I'm not
Merganser
100%
chicks
sure
dump
that I
in
can
their
actually
cavity nest to the ground when
do
they're
what
just
I
1
want
day
in
old.
time, but, well, time will tell.
Indeed.
Mm. Mm.
I have somebody asking in the chat if you go by the handle Tank Girl, Angela.
No, I don't.
Oh, there.
That's a good movie, though.
It's a. Is it because of the icon, or is it
I
because?
don't know. I'm not sure. They just asked. They asked the question, so I figured I'd pitch it to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
I mean, it is
Okay.
a good movie.
I've
like
not
it.
seen it. I've heard of it. I certainly heard of it, but I've not seen it.
I watched it back in 2000, so 22 years ago.
Oh,
Chad is saying that you sound like Tank Girl.
okay. Yes, I now I need to see Tank Girl. It sounds like a kind of movie I like.
It's kind of weird and funny in a good way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's classic camp.
I like camp. And camping. And hiking.
Oh, Chad's
Bruce
referring
Campbell
to
camping.
Tank Girl as is apparently a streamer that you sound like,
Oh,
not the movie.
I kind of wondered about that.
Yeah, I was
so.
about to say, like, I didn't see it, but I don't picture you as sounding like the Tank Girl. But again, I haven't seen the movie proper, so I may have been mistaken.
Mm.
okay. Which one didn't I want?
What do you have here? Yeah, this is worrisome. This is all
The tension is mounting.
So
I just don't
worrisome.
want you anymore, so you can die.
Oh, sounds violent.
They call me the bird killer in town.
What are you talking
Is that because you?
about?
Is that because you hit birds with tennis rackets?
That too.
What are you talking about? You don't have any predatory birds. What are you talking about?
Maybe it's just a.
I'm the one
Oh,
that has killed the most birds in this game.
I just imagine that the birds that tuck birds under them are predatory too.
I think the way the mechanic is meant to be simulated is at least for non-predatory birds, is that the tucked birds are flocks of birds, so it's basically like a swarm of that bird.
Yeah, I just like to imagine these cute little tuck birds be secretly carnivorous.
My favorite thing is getting an Anna's hummingbird, which can eat one of any food type, and feeding it a rat, and then just picturing we have this like little demonic vampire hummingbird that just sucks the rat dry.
The vambird.
Because you
Yeah,
can
you could get.
you can
Go ahead.
legally feed it a rat as one of its preferred foods, quote unquote.
Mm. I'm just picturing it unhinging its jaw and go. "Meow."
Just suck it dry like a straw.
Well, if it works, it works.
And I'll take you. I will take you. I will take you. Interesting.
The last round is 5 turns, right?
Believe that is correct.
Okay. I just consider.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you,
I
sir. I have another.
need Yeah.
And
So
this
we
time
are
it
on
was.
the top-
This was. I took your advice, Dana, and that successful hunt was courtesy of the merganser. I still have the Harrier's hunt coming up.
So Pinstar, you are doing the
Oh,
tugboat
and the Harrier
thing.
proper whiffs. The one time where she wouldn't get an extra benefit from it, I whiff.
So no tugboating.
Let's see here. What do I want?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that shows us total points so far on the board?
Yes, only on for you here.
Yeah, you can, if you click on the rounds breakdown in the bottom, you can see your own total score.
Okay. Thank you.
Vol, as far as helping identify birds, absolutely. You can play with a setting that the narrator will give you a description of the birds, and as far as I can tell, all the birds are scientifically accurate as far as their look and appearance and movement and whatnot. They did their homework with this game. So if you are an amateur bird watcher and want to up your bird game, that is certainly one way to do it.
Your last action, Pinstar, was exactly what I was thinking you would do.
Ha!
Which actually plays into my plans. Let's just hope it actually pays off. Because if it doesn't...
Oh yes, this absolutely is a card game, Vol. This is a digital version of a card game. But it also uses birds that are scientifically accurate.
My understanding is the designer was a bird enthusiast first who said, why aren't there more bird-themed card games?
Exactly. You take what you're interested in and you run with it. You can make a game out of anything.
Oh yeah, my pet project I've been tweaking for the last 5 years is called Dragon Burger.
Dragon Burger.
It's about operating fast food restaurants where you have to send out knights to slay ingredients to bring them back.
Nice.
I actually made my own board game, like, I don't know, how long was it? 14 years ago? It was just called Cops and Robbers. It's a kids game where you have this city layout where you play robbers, but every time you roll for moving your own robber around, you also roll a die for the cops, and you have to break in and steal from different stores with not getting caught by the cops, moved around by other players. I actually have most of all the cards done already.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's the correct answer here.
Yeah, I can remember we didn't play Cops and Robbers, we played Stormtroopers and Red Shirts. The Stormtrooper would yell, "Ha ha, missed you!" And the Red Shirt's like, "Too bad, I die anyway."
I've actually always had a plan for my own board game, but I've never had any traction with this. It's a trick-or-treating themed game where there's 5 different types of candy, and each player is a trick-or-treater, and secretly each player has an array of preferences. Like one player might like chocolates, and another might really like gummies, and another might like hard candy. And you get more points for the candy that you like. And you can, go to the houses, collect the different types of candy, trade with other players. But at the end of the game, you don't know the other player's preferences, but you're trying to sort of downplay the ones that you like while trying to get the ones that you like. So it's kind of like a bluffing game, a trading game, and a sort of a collection game.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It does sound like fun.
If
I like
If
The
I ever,
hidden part.
yeah, that's the big thing. Is like the end of the game. It's still anyone's game. Let me see. What is the situation with this? Aha. So I can
Well,
steal
that
this.
bit me. Anyway.
If you get a chance, take a look at a game called Container. It has a little bit of a similar mechanic, but that's not the core mechanic to it. So, but it might help inspiration.
I'll take a look. Ah! Aha! My peregrine falcon could not devour the gigantic grey-leg goose. So no free food for you.
What about free talks for me?
Aha! I won one!
My hunting missed! Ha! I showed you!
Yeah, I know. I just lost out on a point.
I noticed that. So we're in the last round, round 4, right?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Oh, it's not my turn.
Might actually be a stronger action. Do that.
My song sparrow has served me very well up until this point, but I decided to send it to the grasslands because it is time to retire it, i.e. Box it in with another bird so it can't migrate. In this case, this is me shooting for the eggs in grasslands thing. And since it already has 5 eggs that it took with it, that will greatly enhance my ability to get the goal. Not to mention, it enhances the egg-laying action, especially once I play my extra bird in this habitat, so that we can claim this goal, which is the highest scoring goal, from the other players. So yeah, don't be afraid to box in your migrators later on in the game. Early game, they're best to be kept roaming free.
Oh. Can't do that. So.
Yeah, it definitely would work. So turn 4, turn 5, turn 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
I think I have my end of game mapped out here.
I'm not entirely sure if I should do what I'm thinking about doing, but it might just be the best course of action, and it annoys me that it might be.
Let's see what else everybody has at this juncture. Man, Jettstream, that is one fat chickadee. That thing is like gonna snap the branch it's standing on.
Oh no, it's not fat. It's not fat enough.
It's a mountain thickadee.
Okay, what do I want? I have that and that. Okay.
9 tucked. That's amazing.
I know, that's what I said.
My chickadee says chickadees hide seeds and can remember thousands of hiding places. Apparently, Jettstreams needs that.
Yeah.
Oh, it just grew bigger, by the way.
Show off.
It's not gonna grow any bigger, by the way. This is all it's gonna get.
Well, you see, you know how you beat those types of chickadees. You give them a wafer thin mint. That'll dispatch it right away.
A mint, sir. No, I possibly I couldn't. Oh, it's just a mint, sir. Yeah, I've watched all of that too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the point with the waiter afterwards more.
Oh yeah, I mean it's absurdist and gross, but like the way they play it off is like it just makes it even better.
It's just like where he just keeps telling you to follow him, and then in the end just gets annoyed and tells you to fuck off. I mean, that's just me in a nutshell. Might actually just have to do that. Okay.
Check or play this one.
I won't be able to get that. That one is just shite. Okay, I think I have my last 3 turns mapped out. Because I don't feel like I have a choice now. Though it all depends on what you guys do.
Well, we shall see.
Is it evil to say I hope I thwart you?
Well, I mean, you are the infamous Dr. Black.
Oh, I get something.
Oh, did somebody trigger the
I guess.
Ha! I can hunt guilt-free. Unfortunately, I'm not planning on hunting this turn.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what's in the bird feeder. Okay. Reroll.
I'm not touching that bird feeder with a branding iron the rest of this game.
Okay, I need a worm.
I mean, the fact that I just
need a fish.
chickadeed in the beginning and food is just an essential thing for the rest of the game, that
Or-
makes sense. But other than that, nothing makes sense anymore.
Just trying to see what. Okay. There we go. Fine. Okay. Choose. Have a bird thing. Have a. Fine. Thank you.
I do what I can.
For once, it wasn't me.
You do what you can because you must. I'm laying an egg here. Huge success.
Just saw a little bird go across my screen. That was really cute.
You're just
Another
seeing
one.
things.
Dragonfly.
Painted bunting. Poachers sell these birds as pets, making it harder for wild populations to thrive.
Well, that's a whiff. Dagnabbit.
So we have with you. Okay.
Yeah, that's a whiff.
Well, we know what he's aiming for.
C'est la vie.
Well, I do think I have a good feeling of what you guys are trying for the rest of the game too.
It's probably not too much of a secret.
Yeah. I mean, there is a secret in one of the cards that I'm holding, because it's actually a good card I intend to play, but it's I drew it straight from the deck, so you guys have not had a purview as to what it is.
Right?
This was a misplay. I should have taken Wetland Scientist since I had the Shoveler in my hand, and the Shoveler's worth a fair amount of points, and the Shoveler's ability to give cards to my opponents wasn't going to come into effect because I'm playing it at the end of the game.
Now I have to reconsider everything.
Did one of us mess with your plans?
No. Quite the contrary.
Oh.
You enabled another plan that I had dismissed. So now I have to calculate which of these two actions yield me the most points.
should be.
So that would yield me.
Yeah, I misplayed that. Dang it.
Excellent.
I mean, it's not that big of a misplay. I don't know how ahead I would actually come, but yeah.
My problem right now is that I'm not entirely sure if this action is actually the best one. So I know how much that would yield me. So how much would this yield me to do that? So that would be...
Dang. If I lose by that, I'm going to be kicking myself.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this. It's probably the bad choice, but I'm gonna do it.
Do it!
I'm gonna feed my chickadee again.
Oh, God. Get the umbrellas!
Why isn't there a an achievement for having a fat chickadee?
I actually don't know if there's I know there's an achievement for tucking more than like 15 cards under a bird, but I don't know if there's one for caching like 11 billion food under a bird.
It's just a fat bird.
It's the thickety. I hereby declare it the thickety.
Yep. I mean, it is now as big as a mountain.
Yep. Or a chunkety.
Yeah. Thickety sounds better and
Yeah.
it's only one letter change.
That's true.
Also because it's, mountain thick.
True. But chonkety preserves the C from chickadee and chonkety.
Yeah.
For those of you watching the VOD, please comment in the bottom. What is the better nickname for Jettstream's bird? The the thickety or the chonkety? We must pull the community.
We could also call it the mountainous chunkety or thickety, just to add more to the size of it.
True.
Oh, that's a lot of worms and weeds.
That is
In
a
the
lot of
bird
worms
feeder.
and weeds.
Not for long.
Oh, you're gonna chunk? The thing I begrudge is what I did last round. I overpaid for a bird that I just shouldn't have played.
Yeah, I had that happen too, where I should have just had patience to play my bunting, but I played something else
I
instead.
played my little bus tart. I shouldn't have played it. Period.
I've so far avoided mispay or like over mispaying food.
Oh, I didn't mispay in the way that
maybe I
chose the
have.
wrong foods. I didn't have other foods. I rush played it because I thought I could get something out of it that I didn't get in the end anyway. I should have thought it over and realized that it wouldn't have paid off. And that might have cost me the game. No, I'm not even sure I'm a contender at the moment.
Chomp. Enjoy your leftovers.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Ooh, I get 2 things. Okay,
Two
That-
things.
changes everything.
2 things. How
Oh,
are you getting
let's
2
see.
things?
I got
Another bird.
another bird.
Way.
That one if I got a... Okay, so... a fish or a worm? A worm. Are things in the... Are food at the end of the game worth anything?
It is used to break ties. So if two people have the exact same score, whoever has more food gets to be the winner. But only if there's a tie. Otherwise, it does not give you any bonuses.
I don't like wearing ties.
Well, that's you get more food. That way you can break the ties. You can.
I just don't like wearing things around my neck.
I agree with you on that. I hate ties.
Ties, butterflies, any kind of that fancy magic.
I started my career out in the banking sector, so I kind of had to learn to use them early on. But yeah, as soon as I got out of that, and into payroll. Payroll's a lot more laid back, and yeah. I haven't worn a tie in quite some time. Not counting like, oh, heck, even date night. We don't go anywhere that fancy that requires a tie. All right, what?
This.
Well,
This-
it's 100% evident that Pinstar is gonna take the last thing
That's what I'm gunning for.
because of a stupid
Chip
misplay
points.
earlier. I would be a huge contender for you if I hadn't made
Play
that
it.
misplay.
That's 2. If I skip it, yes, I shall skip.
That's why I sadness right now. Should have played this one instead.
Still lay eggs. If I skip it, don't skip. Okay. Trying to figure out what it's doing. I might have to start over. Discard eggs. I don't want to. I want to skip that. Click on bird. Okay. Click on a bird.
Yeah, I feel like I've just had a lot of stalling plays this game where it's like, oh, something is just a little bit off. If things go a little different, I got a great play, and nope, never mind.
Would have really liked to have gotten one of the cards out, but there's just not enough time to get it and play it. And do everything else I want to do. Because I have 2 actions.
Yeah, there's not much time left in the game.
So, I got that.
No.
It takes. Oh, I don't have fish. Fish. Worm.
Yeah, I'll be good there.
Oh,
That. That's 2.
Hey, Pinstar,
Yes.
after the game, are you able to hang out in voice chat for
Of
a couple
course,
minutes?
of course. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's the weekend. I'm good. Probably get to editing this this video or getting it set up for posting tomorrow, but I can absolutely chat.
All right.
what am I playing? Why won't it let me do that? Why won't you let me do that? Oh, right.
Because your chickadee's on a diet?
No, I was just trying to pay food for something and it wouldn't let me, and then I realized it was trying to do something that didn't make any sense.
Ah.
I didn't see until a few rounds ago, or a few turns ago, that the little tray on the far side of the player map shows you what's in the bird feeder.
Yep.
That was very handy to see, but I kept on trying to toggle between different screens to get to see that, so yeah.
Yep.
It's it's well put together, this iteration.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, because you got the player mat version where you can see everything at a glance, just like as if you were playing the physical game. Ooh, free eggs. Thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't
You're
take
welcome.
one. I am sad.
Sorry. I should laugh.
Oh, you absolutely should laugh.
Everyone else does.
I screwed up again. Oh well.
Chomp.
I again made a choice that probably lost me even more points than it gave me.
I had a minor misplay here, but I don't think it will cost me the game.
Well, I think I've cost me the game a long time ago.
Well, we'll
But
see
hey.
what the score says. Your
Yep.
your thickety might carry you to victory.
Yeah, it might not. Unless this is a very low-scoring game overall, which I doubt it is.
I really appreciate that. That good from the supply.
You're welcome. What's annoying is that I don't have a the Falconer bonus card, and like I've been doing like lots of the Falconing.
Yeah, you don't, because I have it.
Ah, dang
Right.
nabbit.
And I haven't gotten any predatory birds.
I'll trade you. If I could, I would, because I got a whiff of a bonus card here that might actually. Hang on, would this work if it
I have
were
to
yours?
take it and then play it.
No, it'd be a
Okay.
whiff for you too. Never mind.
My problem is I've tucked the wrong cards, I've played the wrong cards, I've done a lot of wrong things this game.
We'll just have to play
overall.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah, just do 10 other games.
the law of averages and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, because overall, I'm just here to have fun.
Oh yeah,
If
no,
win, I mean, winning, of course, boosts the fun,
of
but that
course,
not winning doesn't lessen the fun.
exactly.
And not winning just means you had competent opponents,
Absolutely.
Indeed.
or you were incompetent yourself, but whatever floats.
Just need to make sure that I have this secure.
I now have to really calculate here.
Yeah,
So if I
good.
do this, I gain.
Yeah, you can't get that. 1, 2, 3. Yep,
I actually have to double check.
I'm good. I can do my final play. It's gonna be a bit of a dice roll.
Okay, I guess neither of these actions actually makes any matters. So
White Stork's a really good card. Well, I don't think the European expansion added any birds that are up to in power level as the Power 4. The White Stork is like one of them that's really close. All right.
What
all
are the
right.
Power 4?
The Power 4, the Killdeer, Franklin's Gull, the Chihuahuan Raven, and the Common Raven. And they are
I definitely knew about the Ravens.
the Franklin Skull and Killdeer both have the sacrifice an egg to draw 2 cards, which is extremely powerful because you can play it in the grasslands, and that basically lets you ignore the wetlands entirely.
I had the bird that lays an egg in every nest in the plains, and I missed playing it 2 times in a row, and it was too late when I actually wanted to. My last turn was the choice between 5 points or 5 points.
Well, hey, either action works. I've got a 4-point action or a 3-point action that might be more than 3 points. So I'm gonna take the gamble here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I took the card.
Yep.
All right. Wish me luck or don't. Wish me unluck. Whatever you are inclined to do.
What is it that you're doing?
I just wish you.
I am playing a
wish
bird
you-
that draws me a bonus card, which could be awesome or could whiff.
I wish you neutral luck.
And it is whiff. Big whiff. That's a big whiff.
Sorry to hear that.
That's how I felt with my bonus cards. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
realized that
I
I'm-
drew 2 of them, and they are both whiffs.
My last turn, I just realized I could have made a play that would yield me 1 more point than the play I did, and I just realized that now. This is just my entire game today. Realizing my misplay the turn after I did it and it was too late.
You know, that's not a bad place to be. If you're catching your mistakes, then you're getting better, and the next time you play the game, you'll make fewer.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all.
Yeah, I just drew the absolute worst
Hey!
bonus card. All right, let's see how we do here.
Yeah.
Oof. Those birds, those bonuses. All right, I can catch up with those. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
There it is.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
My birds actually, my predators actually took me to victory.
12 points.
See, even though you kept on giving me food, it still helped you.
Yeah, my misplay cost me at least 10 points.
Let's see, what
In
did
the
you
end.
have? Omnivore, fishery manager.
Great game. That was so
Awesome
close.
game, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
No problem. You're always welcome. We will certainly do more down the line, and you absolutely have a space at the table.
Oh, that is wonderful to hear. I am so excited about that.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining me here. Yeah, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you missed any part of this game, the VOD will be up on my channel tomorrow. So until next time, Pinstar out.
So I had the backyard birder.
Yeah, I was
Which
checking
is-
everybody's bonus cards just out of curiosity.
Yeah, that's sort of a back.